Hello everyone, Becca here from Willow Hill Designs. Welcome to my channel, and today I am sharing week 46 of Margarete Miller's weekly collage planner challenge and my take on the prompts. Sorry for the shadows, and here I have my lights on, and it's a little bit later in the day, but the prompts are, I'll try not to get too much in your way here. The prompts are buttons, real or drawn or stamped, a piece of architecture, red ink, a business card, some white space, and a bonus several items of the same color family. So I began a little bit. I started by pre-gluing my background down, and I left some of the map border showing on this, and this is from an art book that was my brother's, and this is part of the image, Oriental, and I loved it. And this to me kind of represents white space. It is a form of white with just a little bit of gray or yellow added to it if you're thinking in terms of paint, so I consider this white space. I don't know if that's cheating, but so that's where that background came from. And I was going to go in this direction because I loved this image, and I loved this barn as my piece of architecture, and then I was going to add these little images. But then for some reason I went another direction, and that's when I chose this Oriental background. I was always fascinated with Oriental things when I was younger, and I used to do a lot of pen and ink drawings of Oriental subjects. And so for my piece of architecture, I chose this pagoda-shaped building, and I just thought it was so interesting. So I thought that could be my piece of architecture. And let's see, what else? Several items of the same color family. So I cut these flowers out of that same book. Sorry about that glare. I thought they were so pretty, and I thought that they would lend a nice touch on here. And I think where I will bring the red ink in, I think, is maybe on those flowers. And let's see. I liked this person. I thought he kind of went with the picture as well. And it's a man feeding, it looks like grain, to the horses in some sort of an Oriental setting, so I thought I might put him there. And I loved these fish. They look like koi fish that you might find in a koi pond, and I thought I would put those. So that's 3 items, or several items of the same color family, and the houses as well, the flowers also. And it also says to incorporate some red ink, and so I thought I would do some red ink on these flowers here. And I guess it looks more like pink here than red, but it is red ink. I'll just add a tiny bit. I had a deeper red ink that I was going to grab, but this will do. This will be fine. So I'll consider that my red ink on there. Maybe I'll actually go over that with some red pen afterwards. And business card. I thought for a business card I would use this. I have this Bear Creek Quilting Company, and I didn't really want to use the whole card, so I cut part of it. I cut part of it off, and I thought I would just add that up there as a border. And for my buttons, I have these yellow buttons, so I think I will add those. And I didn't grab my glue. Excuse me. So I guess I will start gluing some of these down. I guess maybe the flower first. I'll put my building there. I wanted to kind of make that stem go behind his head. I think I want the building over the flowers. So I guess I will put it like that. Let's move that over a tiny bit. Maybe that. Let's see, where is that going? Right about there. Okay. Let's get some glue on this. That little tiny, tiny thin stem was worrying me. But once I get it glued down, it'll be fine. I loved this grouping of flowers. It makes me think of a tree, even though it's not. I feel like it kind of represents a tree here on this page. So let's kind of tip that way. I have another little bud actually that goes to this flower. I'll add that as well. Let's see, maybe right in here. Okay, got our little flower down. I can't remember the name of this book. I want to say it was Chao, C-H-A-O, but I'm not positive. Had some really beautiful images in it. So I think I like that there. Yep, I think I'll put that there. So let's just take a little guess. Hopefully I won't go any lower than that. Hopefully that'll be okay. And their architecture is really so interesting. I just remember being fascinated with all of it. After reading a Pearl Buck book, I had read The Good Earth, Pavilion of Women, and became so interested in that whole society way of life. So interesting. Okay, there's my architectural feature. Okay, and let's see. So we'll put our man here as he's feeding the horses, and he's in the foreground. And just putting him here because I like him, and also that he ties in with the red fish. So that would come under the several items of the same color or similar colors. Let me see. I think he can go there. He's an interesting person. Makes me think of that little movie Mulan I watched with my granddaughter. It was so cute. I loved it, and we both actually started sketching Mulan that night. I still have my sketch of Mulan. What a cute little movie. So I thought I'd put my fish there, and there they will tie in with the red. I'm not sure if these are koi or not. My sister had a little pond in her backyard, and she had a goldfish that her son had two, and the one fish kept really picking on the other fish and biting at it, and so she named him Vic, short for victim, which was really kind of funny because the other fish died, and Vic grew to be probably almost a foot long. Vic survived and wasn't the victim anymore. But he was such a pretty fish, and it was so nice to see him in her pond. So I'll put my two fish here. Okay, when I was cleaning out my sewing things, I came across a lot of my drawings that were Oriental inspired, and I think that's probably what made me go this way with this page. I was reminiscing about, it's funny when you sketch things, you know, your age and what you were thinking at that time, what your tastes were. And here's my portion of a business card. I didn't want the whole business card on there. So maybe this pagoda is located in Bear Creek. Maybe there's a name for Bear Creek. Now I'm not sure if this glitter glue is going to hold these buttons, but if not, I'll come in with some hot glue after. But I'll try. I had these gold buttons. I am not a fan of shiny buttons. I like the muted matte finish buttons, but I didn't have anything in this beautiful color gold that was matte finished. Whoop, that was too low. Does it matter if all the holes aren't going the same way? Hopefully not. Whoop. Well, they're never going to stick now, the way I'm moving them around. Oh, I'm just not crazy about that. I'm going to have to go over that with a better red ink. So let's see what we have here. See if I think I got everything. Buttons real or drawn, that would be those 3 gold buttons. A piece of architecture, this is my pagoda style building. Some red ink, which doesn't look very red. Right here, that's bothering me. That's got to be fixed. A business card, which here's a portion of my business card because I liked the black and white with this kind of gray in the background here. I didn't want the whole card on there. Some white space. I consider this white space. It's a form of white, but also these flowers are white too. And there's some white down here. Several items of the same color family, so that would be his jacket and the fish and the gold in the horse and the gold in his outfit. I'm not sure what that would be called. And gold in the buttons and the white flowers or ivory flowers. So I think we got everything on this one. This one was fairly easy to put together. I'll definitely fix that pink, but I'll give you a quick close-up. So, oh, I'm sorry for the glare. So that's the top. I should move it over, shouldn't I? So that's my composition for week, what did I say? 46. Oh my goodness, there's not much left of the book. And I have loads of Christmas shopping to do, and I haven't even begun. Oh my gosh, that makes me nervous. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, for following along on my collage journey. I'm really enjoying all of this. It's fun. Last week's I meant to mention that I outlined the sewing machine with black. It needed an outline. Sometimes I go back and touch things up, and I will definitely go back and touch these pink edges on these flowers to make them red. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you next time on in my next video. Bye for now.